So if you've been paying attention to what's going on YouTube nowadays, it's quite a mess. You got the whole PewDiePie thing versus Wall Street Journal, then you had H3H3 going after Wall Street Journal after they went after PewDiePie, and now the whole demonetization thing is going on as well with the advertisers leaving, and it's just one big old-fashioned clusterfuck. And now YouTube is taking steps into trying to clear that up a little bit. So, in case you missed it, YouTube has implemented this rule that if you are a channel that has less than 10,000 lifetime views, this means that is your total views. So, for example, you start a brand new channel and you have 100 views, then you're not going to be able to run any ads on your videos, basically not make any money off YouTube. Now, this in my opinion is fair. And if you're interested to see how YouTube kind of works, there is a very interesting series on Brothy's channel, and I know, oh, he's plugging Brothy again, what a surprise, which is a series called Brothy Explains. And if you want to know a bit more about how YouTube works and how, you know, money making on it works, then it's a very interesting video for those who are actually, I guess you could say, ignorant about it. But I'm going to take one of the things, you know, from that with me now to kind of shorten it on this end. 10,000 views would roughly be about $10, which isn't a lot of money. So in my opinion, I personally think that they probably should have raised that cap to at least like 50 or 100,000. I know that it's still pretty rough. However, you know, 100,000 views would be like $100, and in my opinion, that is not an extreme amount of money, especially if you're someone that, you know, does this not really that, you know, regularly, or just does this as a hobby. I feel like that if you have a total of 100,000 subs, you're probably still doing this as a hobby. If you go over that and, you know, get like, you know, 300 views a video, you're not really gonna do much. If you have a total of 100,000 views and go over that, you probably have like $100 or something like that, which is nice, which is very, very nice. However, I feel like it's like 10,000 views. If you would re-upload a trailer from something that's relatively popular, you'll be able to get a 10,000 views in a heartbeat. But I guess it does make sense because anyone can get 10,000 views. After that, they will review your channel and say, hey, are you someone that we want to have in our YouTube partner program or not? And once they say, hey, you know, that's cool, then they'll add you to a whole advertising thing. And then they're kind of guarding themselves against, you know, the incidents that have happened. However, you know, I feel like this whole thing kind of blown out of proportions with the whole Alabama N-word thing that went around. And it's just a fucking mess. It's like YouTube has these advertisers, they're all randomly generated, and it happens to be that there is a Coke ad on a you know, racist video. It's pure coincidence, and I feel this thing just kind of went way too far and way further than it needed to be. I just feel like this whole sensationalism media is just kind of try to, you know, picks out some bullshit to try to get a few extra clicks. Because let's be real, old-fashioned media, I guess, is in a very big decline. TV is in decline, newspapers, magazines, everything is online nowadays. You know, who watches TV anymore? Everyone watches Netflix. Personally, I have a TV in front of me right now that I've had for almost 3 years, I think now. I haven't even installed cable on it yet. I haven't bothered because what I do is I hook up my TV to my graphics card and then I can just use it. I don't see why people would watch TV. TV nowadays is awful. I honestly, I can't watch it. Look over here, the TV is pretty much the same. It's either talent shows, TV programs that want you to feel sorry for the person in that TV show because, oh my god, look at me, I'm in a 50,000 euro debt and I'm such a poor bastard. No, it was your own fucking fault. And that's pretty much it. It's just, there's nothing good on TV anymore, and most of the stuff that is actually good comes from the States, and whenever it does come to Europe, it's super fucking delayed until it does so. And by the time it actually gets here, another perfect example of that is that this weekend, I believe, there's going to be the montage of Heck, that is a montage or documentary about Kurt Cobain, which, by the way, is a high recommendation if you're interested in the life of Kurt Cobain or Nirvana. Very good documentary for sure, definitely worth checking out. However, it came out last year. I've already seen it a year ago, and now it's finally coming on, you know, the TV over here in Europe, which doesn't make sense. It's like, why would people bother watching it on TV then if it's been online and downloadable for a year? Same thing with movies. Who's gonna watch movies on TV? All you're going to see is advertisements being placed every 10 minutes rather than just going on Netflix or whatever and watching it there. Hell, I'm pretty sure the Monsters of Heck is on Netflix as well. I don't honestly see why, you know, people would still watch TV, at least over here. Everything is downloadable, watchable on Netflix. There are so many services out there. Hell, even YouTube right now is experimenting or has launched a service in major cities in the US which allows you to watch TV. I guess newspapers and old-fashioned media are just getting really desperate to try and destroy what is YouTube. And I think it's relatively pathetic. I think there's a lot of jealousy involved. But yeah, sure, it's now 2017 and not 1960. People get their information from the World Wide Web, and I think it's a great thing. I really love that the internet is now such a big thing that news is more and more unfiltered. And a very big part of that, I personally think, and I'm a big fan of the channel, is Philip DeFranco, because he just brings the news without all the political bullshit. Just a opinion in there, brings the facts, and that's it. Like, that's something that I really enjoy. And if you're not someone that really knows what I'm on about, definitely worth checking out. But I feel like advertisers are kind of going the wrong way and are kind of overreacting in a way. Because, let's say, for example, on PCGamer.com or something, there will be someone saying some racist bullshit in the comments. It's everywhere. It's online, it's the web, and you can't possibly stop that from happening. I mean, another perfect example is the Pepsi commercial. That shit just got really taken the wrong way. And yeah, sure, I mean, Pepsi is to blame as well, but I just feel like there's a lot of sensitive people out there nowadays, and I think this whole YouTube situation was a result of that as well. I don't know, I just feel like old-fashioned media should just let YouTube go the way it is going, and you know, a lot of people are depending on it for their own support when it comes to, you know, the life of it. I mean, someone like PewDiePie isn't really gonna give a shit if he misses a paycheck for a month because he got plenty of it. I mean, smaller channels out there that have like 100k, 200k, you know, that actually live from month to month are very much dependent on getting that next month's paycheck. I mean, YouTube in general already is not really that much of a stable job. I don't know why they're just trying to destroy this whole YouTube thing, to be honest. Personally, I'm starting to make some decent cash off YouTube as well, which, you know, is rather nice. But one thing I want to make certain is that even if ads go away on my channel or whatever, I'll still be uploading videos like I do. Like, in the end, this is still, I wouldn't want to say a hobby, it's more become a project that has been really successful over the last few months, and of course, as always, I'm very, very appreciative of that and very thankful. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on the comment section down below. I'll be very interested to see what everyone thinks. I mean, I really hope that YouTube is going to be able to pull themselves out of this one, because I just feel like advertisers are kind of overreacting in a way, and that they shouldn't really allow a few rotten apples to kind of destroy it for everyone else, which would just be a huge shame. But anyway, thank you all so very much for watching, and I'll see you all later. And one last thing before I go, I'm kind of recording this like after the fact, re-rendering the video. I had it ready yesterday, but I didn't have gameplay. I know, I still play a lot of GTA and I always forget to record gameplay. I'm an idiot. What I want to show you here is, the first screenshot I'm going to show you is March 1st until March 6th. I got 35,000 views. I got about $25. Now, this was when YouTube was still doing fine and was normal. But if you look at April 1st until April 6th, which is this whole thing that's going on right now, you can see that I got 47,000 views, but only $14 or $15, which in comparison to March is pathetic. I'll do a side-by-side comparison so you can see it for yourself. Normally I'm not someone that really talks about the money that I make off my channel, but I figured I'm a small channel, I don't do this full time, I just, you know, whatever, it's 6 days, you're not really gonna see how much I actually make in a month or whatever. Now, me personally, I have a full-time job, I'll be fine. All the money I've made off YouTube is just something that is a nice extra, and how I think I'm still kind of in depth when it comes to stuff I've actually invested in YouTube and, you know, getting that back. But this to me is still something that I do on the side. I don't do it for money, and it's not going to affect me or my content. However, smaller people out there with the 100K and all that stuff that are doing this full time and, you know, took that step and are living month by month are definitely gonna feel this one, which kind of worries me, because now you're probably going to see the people that do this for money and do it because they love it. I guess some people don't really have a choice. You know, if you have 100K, 200K, you're getting roughly 1 million views a month. It's you're not living large. Let's just keep it like that. Yeah, you're probably making 700-800 bucks a month off YouTube, and if you don't do anything on the side, that's rather rough. So if you have people that have that amount of subs or whatever, that, you know, you think they or know that they're relying on YouTube for income, go and watch their video a few times more. You know, Boogie said it very well. Go and play a playlist of videos of them so you can get, you know, a few extra coins here and there, support their Patreon, stuff like that, because the next months I think are going to be quite scary, with big brands like Coca-Cola and stuff pulling out. It's just a big mess, really. Anyway, that was all that I kind of wanted to show you. Thanks for watching.